OK, we should mention an interview Prince Harry's done. Another high-profile person speaking publicly. Harry was speaking about his family's move to America, and it was an interview at the New York Times Deal Book Summit on Wednesday.
I very much enjoy living here and bringing my kids up here. It's a part of my life that I never thought I was going to live, and I feel as though it's the life that my mum wanted for me. And to be able to do the things that I am able to do with my kids that I undoubtedly wouldn't be able to do in the UK is huge, and that's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm hugely grateful for that.
And the articles that have written about that obviously take the headline, Harry says life in the US is what Diana would have wanted for him. Carrie, what do you think?
I think that how you feel about this is so much to do with your mindset towards Harry anyway. So my mindset towards Harry is that I think he's a guy that's suffered a massive trauma, who is trying to work out that trauma in his adult life, like we all are. I really hate the fact that it feels like often I don't know who the we is, but we're waiting and hoping for his failure. And that really disturbs me, just that attitude of, can't wait for this guy to fail. Like, why? Like, he's just a guy who's
well, I think
had his mother...
maybe because he accused the Queen of racism, that might be a reason.
Yeah, because maybe he suffered racism.
He suffered I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it's necessarily because we want him to fail. I think we just want him because I think most people can see that he's a troubled man. He's a troubled man, and he's had issues with his family. They've obviously had blazing rows because they've got staff that do all their sort of biddings and all the rest of it, and profile and whatever the fallout with his brother or his dad, whatever. It's a family feud, and it's not about wanting him to. It's about wanting him probably to come back to the UK. And if he did say, you know what, I need to come home, the whole country would say, come on, you've been a bit of a silly boy. You've said a few things that's upset a few people. You've written a whole book about your family that you weren't particularly pleasant about.
Well, obviously, he's totally fallen out with his brother. I mean, it's quite a big thing to fall out with your brother. It requires...
It's also quite a common thing.
But blood is thicker than water, right? I don't think brothers have the option of falling out.
But they do.
So self-indulgent.
Half your viewers will have family stuff going. This Christmas, we'll have family feuds going on.
Yeah, family stuff, but we don't talk to him. I do think with Harry, and I feel sorry for him as well, because I think that forcing him to walk behind his mother's coffin in 1997, what the hell was going on? I think he's trying to almost re-script his mother's life and death. This is my punk psychology. Because he's doing what she should have done to save her own life. And because she stayed here and she let the palace messed around with her security, and then she ends up in the Paris tunnel, he's making the escape she should have made.
I think you're right. I think isn't that what many of us do, though?
Probably.
To try and rewrite our narrative, to try and find a story that works more successfully for our lives. And I don't know why we should knock him for doing that.
No. I mean, it's amazing. Whenever I cycle my route takes me past Kensington Palace, and on that day, was it August the 31st, 97? There's always a little crowd of people on chairs with little pictures of Diana, even now,